we spend a tremendous amount of time pondering decisions we've yet to make. Where are we going to go, next month? What are we going to do when this person, in the next week's meeting is going to say this? And we have to realize two things. First of all, we only have a limited number of decisions we need to make in a day or in a part of a day. And they're only affecting today and maybe tomorrow. Maybe they're only affecting the next half an hour. And it's best to focus on decisions you have to make in this moment and leave the decisions you need to make later on to that time. Because once you get there, you will get so much more context. You will get so much more information about what that decision is supposed to be. So you'll be much better qualified to make it correctly, and it'll be far less stressful to make. Plus, there's an additional level of complexity there, which is the relevance and significance of decisions that you're actually busy making. So, for example, your life will not significantly change if you go to Chinese food versus Indian food for lunch today. And I can safely say that. Now, is there an element of risk? Of course. Maybe one place, is going to make you sick for salmonella and you're going to miss that exam, but the other one won't. But the risk of that, the probability is very low. And I think if you can make a framework for yourself where you can say, any decision I have to make, I have to assess for significance and urgency, that'll eliminate 90% of the things you're actually trying to ruminate on throughout the day. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I can align with that. I think the majority of my day is on autopilot. I don't have to make a lot of decisions in my day because they're already made for me by way of structure and routine and systems that I've got in place. I don't have to think, what am I doing today by means of exercise? I know I will get up at 6:20 and I'll be out the door at 6:30 for my run. I know I'm going to have my breakfast at this time. I know I'm going to do my first work block at this time. I know I'm going to train and have calls in the evening. I know my son's bath time is at this time. So I'm just, it's like the irrelevant decisions in my day. What am I going to eat for lunch or dinner? I've removed them. My wardrobe's very limited. You'll see a lot of posts of me in a same cardigan. Just because I think there's is it the Pareto principle? Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's like we wear this 20%, like sort of 80% of the time. So I'm just like, okay, well, let's get rid of the other stuff and just focus on the essentials. What do I just less stuff and less decisions made. So yeah, I know what I'm having for dinner tomorrow night and the next night. It's all planned out. I've just removed, I suppose, inconsequential and irrelevant decisions to reserve some capacity and cognitive function and what have you for the important decisions. Then they'll be few and far between.
But those ones are the ones that can make you happy, right? So you actually remove all of these inconsequential decisions that actually at most will bring you contentment, and at worst they'll give you a tiny little dopamine spike and that's it. And you actually create the capacity in your mind to start solving some bigger problems, like to actually achieve true happiness, to achieve purpose, to consider and contemplate value, to create things that are creative, works of art, works of science, works of the mind. And through that, it actually will lead you over time to climbing the right mountain. Because often when we're making these decisions that are immediate, we're just climbing the mountain of self-gratification or necessity or security. But you actually can climb both mountains at the same time if you can organize your life well enough to give yourself capacity for it.
And this goes back to something, Andrew, that you've said, again, in one of your reels, was you don't need more time, you need more systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I said, you don't need more time, you need less distractions. You don't need more, what was it? I should know, written it. But you need better systems. And what I was pertaining to is what I've just described there. It's just to alleviate the inconsequential decisions and just sort of remove that, put those unimportant things on autopilot, and save your your capacity and your mental energy for the important stuff. Just if you've got those in place, those islands of stability, I think a lot of people have these to-do lists. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, but I'm just like implementing in my day. I'm just like, there is very rarely a to-do list. I'm just like, I'm going through this like repetition and structure, which gives me a tremendous sense of peace, because I don't have to worry about like, have I done this? I'm doing all the essentials are getting done in my day, like on repeat, and I enjoy those things. They bring me a lot of joy. Those important things.
If you like this clip, I know you're going to enjoy the full episode. You can watch it right here.